Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Trojans ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. To show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here's the handoff. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. Thrust that arm out. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Fires to the right. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. At midfield, he's got room. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The give on the inside. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
Let it bust for a long one. Now, third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Law. He makes the connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Trojans are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Let's it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Trojans.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Now the play fake. Floating away. He'll pull it down. He was able to score free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to run it. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
You know, and I think they were nickel package right there, and I like that because you bring an extra DB on the field. Now, is that guy covering, but you can also blitz with him. He can chase down the quarterback and force fourth downs. I love when they bring in the nickel package.
And the returner will be dragged down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Takes the handoff. It's Figueroa. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, USC 7, West Virginia 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Now facing a third and long. To throw, it's Law. Trying to get behind the defense. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter in the field, and they just didn't have it there.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job on it.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Turns it on in midfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. They go to the ground. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Continuing to turn and move it forward. They're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
At the 40, there he goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This Trojan Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Working the middle, it's complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get by.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Back to pass, it's Law. He looks that one in nicely. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Law. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Finds his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got his man in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Running back searching for a hole. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. That gives him 54 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. The clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Field goal is good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He's got it on the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. Big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heisman's.
Man, oh man, and it's a play like that, a tackle by the linebacker that just galvanizes and energizes your entire team. I mean, the sideline even, David, they were going crazy after that hit.
Everybody goes nuts. And listen, when you have a linebacker that plays physical and downhill like that with bad intentions, that's usually a good starting point for a great defense.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC. But this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Law. A little screen to the running back. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got his man down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
Just wait until I get this team good, bro. None of these niggas can catch up with your niggas.
Second and goal.
They play like shit. This team is ass.
Tries again to get it in.
Look at that shit, bro. Bouncing off right into the perfect hole every fucking time, bro.
His way into the end zone.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Just about set to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He leaves it with his back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Catch in the middle. It's McCullough. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Quick completion to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Now on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, USC 17, West Virginia 7.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to get the first through the air. And this sophomore able to...
Like I said, this team is just dog shit, bro. Can't do shit, bro. Can't even fucking run a screenplay on 3rd and 2. Fucking ridiculous. It's crazy. I can't even fucking go through.
Defense getting home with the pass rush, playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front.
So
Those guys
fucking
gotta
takes 15
get
plays
the
to score.
quarterback.
So,
Great job rushing the
GG's.
passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
It's gonna be a rough fucking season.
The Mountaineers will punt this one away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive.
This offense, I can't do shit. What was that? Lead a man downfield and double penalty.
On the move, it's Figueroa. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats?
Y'all got to fly around with me, man.
That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Fuckers just need to fly around the fucking football. Come on. Taking out way too long to get there. Fly. No pursuit. These niggas sorry.
Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from
Look,
the 16.
bro, you already know what play is fucking coming. The same fucking play, bro.
Quarterback making
Yeah, throw a zig route. Watch the zig route now.
Looking to throw, it's Law. And that's incomplete.
God, bro, like that's why I'm now we same plays, bro. Same plays. Same plays, bro. I just can't do shit on offense, bro. You need to get our offensive line fucking something.
On the return, it's Cantrell.
There we go.
He gets a
Oh, come on. Oh, come on, gang. There's no way that nigga was hitting me, bro. He was just on the block, man.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work.
All right, just
They
gotta
had to
read.
punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go
He's,
great.
yeah, that's great. Yep. We don't got the athletes, and that was a bad ball. This good shit. I thought it was. He must be in like a 3-2-6 or something, because I don't know how he got a safety right there. He's got to be in dime or something. Thought it was a linebacker.
Touchdown USC.
He's got to be in like a 3-2-6 or some kind of safety, something in the middle. Has to be. As soon as I threw it, I was like, oh, that's not.
Just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They've done one bad play all game. One bad play.
As they now have a 3-possession,
I wonder what defense that is.
17-point lead in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This possession
Is that a safety there?
Wandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent too on the
On me, that looked like a safety, bro.
And help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just...
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. No wonder.
They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
It's crazy. Got a safety at middle line.
The difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket.
That's crazy, bro.
It's very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
He playing with dudes. I've been playing this whole game with no safety at middle linebacker. Ain't been able to make one play, and he's been throwing fucking drags across the middle of the field all game. But I don't have a safety there. But look, you get to have a safety and make picks. That's crazy.
This defense is going to tackle you inbounds.
That's fucking weak.
Last play and bleed the clock.
Look at this shit, bro. That's weak as fuck. Now,
He was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's just a kind of game it's been for this quarterback.
That's fucking
weak.
weak.
Got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard.
I gave my team 2 seasons, bro.
Got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why
Weak
they're
as
leading
fuck,
as
bro.
much as they
I
are.
just help me get to have a fucking middle line, a safety at middle linebacker, but I can't.
Drilled on that tackle.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, dog. Like, this line just don't move.
Great team defense on that play.
No movement.
Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones.
No movement, bro. These niggas is not moving nobody. He's only rushing 3.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust.
Bro, look at this shit, bro. These niggas, these lines, bro. We got it. I'm conceding. I don't even care.
Inside the 10. Touchdown, Southern Cal. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
The number one job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure, the hit on the quarterback, forces the INT, and then Oski. As soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys.
I can't believe I lost. This is fucking weak.
In college football this weekend, the Red Hawks of Miami are just steamrolling their way to victory.
Can't even get no recruits in this fucking.
Experts saw this coming, a lead that just keeps growing and growing. They're up by 22 over the Pandas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin.
Fucking team's trash, dog.